What's happening, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Crunch Time. Hope y'all enjoyed the last two episodes of The Last Dance. Definitely legendary in all types of levels, man. What's up, Diaz? Pargo, what's good, man? I'm just going to introduce everybody real quick. I'm going to add you on. So for everybody, it's our first time hopping on Crunch Time. Came up with this idea after episodes 1 and 2 of The Last Dance, and I figured I wanted to chime in and give my particular opinions on this entire thing. So, it's been a great deal so far. I think this is the fourth episode I've had this going on, so it's been really good. Had a lot of support in everybody, man. So for this episode, I got Jeremy Pargo of Chicago, Illinois, former Gonzaga Zag, played overseas, most recently played for the Warriors. I played for the Cavs, played for the Grizzlies, so definitely an NBA veteran out there, and definitely a Chicago legend on the on the blacktop and on the hardwood. Then I got my man Kurtis KG Graham, the CEO of COSIGN Mag out here in Dallas. He focuses mainly on sneakers, culture, fashion, all that kind of thing. And then I literally saved the best for last. I got my mom and my dad hopping on, to kind of talk about what life was like for us in the Bullock household, watching Jordan. Obviously, I'm a big Jordan fan, and along with my little brother as well. So we're about to hop in and get this thing rolling, man. Hope y'all doing okay on this Sunday. About to add Jeremy right now.
What up?
What's up, boy? What's going on? What's going on, boy? You all right?
Goddamn thing. Hey, can I curse on here?
Keep it to a limit, because I got my mom in there watching.
Oh, shit. All right. I'm sorry, mama.
You funny, bro. What's cracking, though, boy? You good?
Not a goddamn thing, man. I'm chilling.
Bro, where you at? You in L.A.? You in Israel? Where you at, boy?
I'm in L.A.
Okay, cool. What'd you think of The Last Dance tonight, bro?
I think it was probably the greatest documentary ever played.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, especially the greatest sports documentary. I mean, obviously other people gonna come in and do it a little better. So, I mean, that part of it would be dope too.
Right. So for those who don't know who Jeremy is, he's a Chicago legend on the hardwood. Hey, I'm getting that throw together. He's the younger brother of Jeremy Pargo, to play for the Lakers and Bulls, a couple other guys in the league as well. So our connection came off from when we was younger, actually. I don't know if you remember this, bro. I actually was at Twan Camp, I think the only year you went there, when it was at Bremen. And I think I played against y'all team back then, and then you ended up going to Gonzaga and making the league and doing some great things. So, but you ended up hooking up with my little brother, who was your chef over in Israel for like a year or something like that, right?
Shout out Chef Danny. We're gonna be getting together real soon. He know that.
Yeah, man. Shout out to my brother Dan. He does his thing. He was cooking for all y'all over there in Israel for a whole year. Hey, you had
different teams and everything. He had a good job, a good thing going.
Hey, bro, he the man, bro. He doing his thing, man. So that's Jeremy right there, man. So, bro, what was it like growing up in Chicago during the MJ era? Since you're born and bred from Chicago.
I mean, being young and seeing that you don't really understand what you're watching.
Right.
But as you get older and able to, like, watching this documentary and seeing everything and understanding everything from a different point of view is dope. So the documentary means a lot more to us now because we've gotten older and able to watch it and understand.
Right. So you being a basketball player, like, what was it like to kind of, at least, I mean, did you try to emulate Mike at all? Did you, like,
what kind of question is that?
Just making sure.
Did you try and emulate
Nah,
Mike?
I knew my role, bro. I couldn't do that, bro.
Well, we all wanted to be Mike where I was from.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Yeah. Like, so what you think about his game, like, in terms of what stood out to you the most? In terms of what's his ball handling, what's his ability to get to the rim, his mid-range, what was it?
The fact that he didn't have a weakness.
Mm.
You couldn't point out one thing and say he wasn't good at anything, because if you said that, he showed you that he was.
Right.
Hence the Portland series where the game one where he made the 6 threes.
Right.
You know what I'm
So here's another question for you. So I know you and John Stockton went to the same school. Have you talked to Stockton all about Jordan or anything?
When I was there, I would work out with John, and he would always tell me stories about Mike and about other players as well. So I mean, being able to get to reach John and call John was like calling Chef Danny. Like it was that simple. John is that cool of a guy, so he would always have stories, and we would always be in the gym. So being around that was dope.
Well, what's some of those stories? Give me like one or two.
John would tell you stories about a player doing something to him and how he would pick up on it and do it right back to the next one. Like John was John would tell you that he wasn't the most athletic. He wasn't the fastest, but John could pass that ball, and John could pick up on things really quick. So John was probably one of the smartest point guard, well, probably the smartest point guard to ever play.
Bro, I know just watching Stockton, obviously, in this thing, like he was able to, like I know just kind of watching it, Phil was talking about like you had to cut the head off the snake, and that was started with John because he was able to initiate the offense and he was able to penetrate and do his thing. And obviously, you already know watching him and Karl Malone in the pick-and-roll game was not.
People forget, man. John averaged 15 assists in like 3 different seasons. You talking about something being the head of a snake? That's really the head of a snake, averaging them kind of assists, man.
Right.
It's unbelievable,
bro. Stockton was wild. Then they had. I liked how they touched on Brian Russell. How he tried to come out Jordan. He was at retirement, which is the wrong thing to do.
Definitely the wrong thing to do. You don't say nothing to Mike. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Bro, what about that flu game, bro? I'm just kind of mad that
the craziest thing is that the story came out now, and Tim Grover told me. I heard the story from Tim Grover. Really? I want to say about 10 years ago. He told me the story. Yeah, it's the same story he told us 10 years ago. That the guys delivered the food. He told Mike, "I don't know if you should eat that," because he didn't like the feel of the guys that were delivering the pizza. Said Mike was the only person in the room that ate it.
Was it a large
piece room that got sick
or what?
I don't know, but Mike was the only one that ate it.
Bro, my thing is like, why are you eating a pizza that time of night, bro?
You gotta eat when you gotta eat. You gotta eat, man.
But bro, man, you know how it is when you're on the road.
Tim said it too. Tim said it too, though. Everything was closed in Utah at 9:00. It was Utah in '98.
No, when did they eat food? Did he skip team meal or something like that? What was he doing?
You get hungry, man. You know how it go. You know how it go.
Right, I do know. Hey, so since you know Tim, well, you worked with Tim. What was that working out with Tim Grover, man? I know he had some good MJ stories about that.
The level that Tim was at the time was like it was really high because you know what I'm saying, like everything he did for Mike was huge. So being able to learn from Tim was dope, and to be able to get a couple of stories from Tim here and there. Tim's not a big talker, which is probably why you didn't see much of him in this documentary. So
right.
When Tim talked, you listened, and shout out to Tim and how hard he worked to build what he had going.
Man, I know, like I said, I know he was really in high demand and everything, and I just know, like, I know Kobe worked out with him. I know.
Oh, it's a long list, man. Shout out to Tyrese Rice. I think Tyrese Rice might have worked out with Tim in Chicago too for a little bit.
Yeah.
But like Tim had a long list, man. That's when Chicago was thumping basketball. Right. It was unbelievable.
Bro, what you think about Rodman missing practice and going to WCW Nitro, bro, in the middle?
Rodman crazy. What you gonna do? What you gonna say? Nah, you can't go. Rodman gonna do what he want to do as long as he performed on that court when it was time. What can you say? And one thing you know about him is he's gonna perform.
Bro, my whole thing is like, one, since I've worked in media before, one thing that stood out to me was like the media people was trying to hide him. I mean, you worked with media people before, like they were trying to hide him when they found him, bro. That man took off right in that F-350 he had, man.
Yeah, he was smart. He was smart. He got out of there. He didn't want to answer no questions.
Bro,
he performed.
And then somehow WCW finessed him and Karl Malone to fight each other, to wrestle each other with Diamond.
It was a great story.
You remember that, right?
It was a great story. And they made, I think $400,000 a match or something in '98. So it was a great story, man. They did what they were supposed to do.
And then speaking of Karl Malone, did you peep how he came on the bus after Game 6?
I just sat here and said that was dope that he went on the bus and congratulated him and everything. That was dope. That was big of him. I don't know if I could have went and did it. You know what I'm saying? I sent a text like, "Good job." I don't know if I go on that bus while they
on the whole bus.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I can do that. I ain't got that in me.
Bro, here's another thing too. I know people kind of talked about this, but like Mike, the Bulls ended a lot of Hall of Famers championship dreams, bro, in the '90s, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like 20-something Hall of Famers.
Didn't nobody get a ring on Mike's watch?
Nobody.
Mike got a ring on his watch?
Nobody.
But I tell you what was dope is the fact that he just said that it maddened him to retire the way he did.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we were never able to see that part of it because we are obviously on the outside looking in, and for him to let us know that he was upset with that retirement and the way it went out and not have a chance at a 7th ring was dope.
All right, man. Hey, y'all, this is Jeremy Pargo, professional basketball player, hopping on with me on Crunch Time for those who just joined in. Hey, man, what'd you think about the flu game? Oh, we talked about the flu game. I'm sorry. What'd you think about Jordan in terms of what he was able to do against the Pacers as well? Because he said that Like they were the hardest matchup they had outside of the Pistons.
Yeah, I mean, game in and game out, he came ready to play. You're gonna win some, you're gonna lose some, but he always gonna win the last one, and that's what he's done his entire career. You know, a couple times he didn't win the last one, but
Right.
that's what he's always done. And for Reggie and to step up to that challenge and be ready to play, testament to them,
bro. And then Larry Bird, he's talking smack to Larry Bird right
Hey,
before to the press
when he told Larry Bird, he called Larry Bird, "Fuck you." You know what I'm saying? I didn't say it. Mike said it, Mama. Don't be mad at me. Mike said it.
He's just repeating what he said. Bro, what? I'm just glad with this documentary that it showed what kind of trash talk it was. Because even on episode 7 when it opened up with the fight against Reggie Miller back in the day or whatever.
Yeah. And that's what Mike was, man. Mike came on the court ready to win. And if he got to kill you to win, that's what he's going to do. So that's why a lot of people love Kobe to this day. We know where Kobe got it from.
Yeah, the dude Kobe bit Jordan so hard. I appreciate it. I love it.
It ain't a biting to me, because if I'm a model my game after somebody, I'm going to pick the best player to ever do it, too.
That's a fact. I like
you know
that.
what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to pick the right person, too. I can't get mad at him for that.
Did you play against Kobe before?
He did it the right way.
Have you played against Kobe before?
I have played against Kobe.
What was that like?
The craziest thing is I played against Mike in pickup at his house.
Oh,
I played pickup with Mike.
Let's stop right there. Tell me about that.
So you know how what's the one movie Bruce Leroy, The Last Dragon?
Yeah. The Last Dragon, I think. No,
The Last Dragon. You know how they light up, the glow, the whole aura thing that AI talks about? That's true. That's real. That's real. He glows. It sounds weird. God damn it. I'm trying to prop it up and charge my phone at the same time.
Man, that's why I had my phone on charging the whole time, bro, so I can avoid that, bro.
Let me see if I can work some out. But that situation, man, that man walked in the gym and it was like Black Jesus for real.
Where was y'all at?
At his house.
Was it Oakbrook? No, Northbrook, right?
Highland Park, North Highland Park, something like that. Way the hell north.
Wow.
Way north.
You was on this team or you played against him?
I played against him, and the crazy thing about it is we dim this light so I can make it real sexy in
here. You gotta chill, bro.
Make it real sexy in here. But the craziest thing is I guarded Kobe. I think one possession. Mm-hmm. The same way Mike scored on me playing pickup to end the game is the same way Kobe scored on me in the game. 2 dribble pull up going right, top of the key, both of them.
Was it like elbow area or like?
No, it was top of the free throw line pretty much, a little bit off the free throw line. But Mike did it with a little shit talking.
What'd he say?
So he made the move. I played good defense on him. I said, it's good defense on him, because you play defense, you put your hand over the ball and they bring it up.
Yeah.
But he moved the ball around my hand and said, yeah, that is good defense. And he made it. And it was game. It was game.
Only Mike could pull some stuff like that, bro.
Yeah, he talked to anybody, man. With another play was I went back door. He was guarding me. I went back door for a lob, and I missed it. And I can't remember what Nikes I had on, but he said if you had on Jordans, you wouldn't have missed it.
Bro, he said the same thing to Harrison Barnes one time when he played for Carolina. He said the same thing.
And he mean it. He ain't playing. He mean it. He really mean it.
That's crazy, bro. Hey, I got one more question for you, man. What's your favorite pair of mics, bro?
Favorite pair of mics to play in or off the court?
Just all time.
Off the court has got to be the ones. Got to be ones off the court. On the court is probably the 10s.
I think those are the most underrated ones, bro. The 10s.
I think 10s are. If you know the history of the 10s, I think 10s are like top 5 mics of all time because of the history. Because he retired. The guy that was making Jordans at the time, they told him to stop. He said, no, I'm not stopping, and did it on his own. Didn't tell him what he was doing. Put every accolade up to that point on the bottom of the shoe. Do you know?
Yeah, that's right. Mm-hmm. And then
presented at All-Star Weekend.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy, bro. Hey, so I'm gonna show you one of mine since he rocked the 14s tonight. I got these old joints, but I got these right here, white and brown joints. These joints
I had every number. I had every number up to 23.
You had every one?
Every one.
Bro, I need to get like, hey, I'm trying to get them 20s whenever they come back out, bro. Them stealths, them
The
20s,
French blue that's about to come out at the end of the month are the best 13s.
for real.
Hell yeah, those or the playoff 13s, one of the two.
With the black ones, right? The playoff ones, right? Yeah, those are clean because he wore them a lot in this last episode.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy, bro. Hey, Jeremy, bro, appreciate you hopping on with me, man. Seriously, man.
Yes, sir. Anytime, my boy.
All right, bro. I'll get at you,
Yeah.
man. Appreciate you.
All right, peace.
Yes, sir. All right, y'all. That was Jeremy Pargo, professional basketball player, most recently of the Warriors, Chicago native. Definitely a great dude, man. Used to play for Gonzaga as well. Actually, the 2008 West Coast Conference Player of the Year. Definitely a dope dude, one of my favorite people in the world. Shout out to my brother, Dan, who's watching right now for making this thing happen. So, up next, I got my man Kurtis KG Graham. He's the founder and CEO of COSIGN Magazine out here in Dallas. It's a digital magazine. They cover a lot of stuff from fashion, culture, but most importantly, sneakers. So I'm about to add him on right now.
What up,
KG,
fam?
what's good, boy?
Yo, my guy, you see I got the rock ready.
No, you ready, bro? What's happening, man? Got that fresh cut, dog? I see you,
Yeah,
boy.
man, I had to, man. I had to get
Bro,
the
you
fresh
see I got
cut.
the hat on, got the scrub
Yeah,
the front right now. You
Had to
see
get the beard right, man. I've
man?
been in the crib shooting while watching it, man. I got the little gold in the room, so you can see right there.
Oh, man, you ready, bro? You ready,
Yeah.
bro? What's going on, man? You all right?
Yeah, man, I've been good, bro. What about yourself?
Man, good, man. What you think about tonight, man, as this last dance wrapped up?
Man, it was epic, bro. What I like, man, is that they touch on stuff that we didn't really know about. Like, I didn't really know, back then that in that last game that Scottie Pippen was going through that. You know
Yeah,
what
I knew that. I vividly remember that, bro, because I remember when he dunked, his back just like completely shot. I don't know if you ever like messed your back up or anything like that.
Oh,
I
yeah.
did in high school, man, but you really can't do anything, bro. Like back spasms are the worst, bro. You can't do nothing, nothing
Oh,
at all.
Your back tighten up and lock up. Oh,
No, you done. Your whole core, everything. You can't walk. Yeah, that was great. Courage and tenacity and toughness Pip showed in that game, man. I know one thing that stood out to me. We'll get into this a little bit later, but the flu game, man. I mean, that one, I didn't know nothing about the pizza.
Yeah, I didn't even.
So it's not really the flu game. It's the food poisoning game.
Yeah.
But to me, I
Nah.
tweeted out and I was like, look, man, the flu game sounds way better than the pizza
Yeah.
game or the food poisoning game. You know what I mean?
Nah, for sure, it has its own little ring to it.
Man,
Yeah.
it's crazy, bro. Yeah. So what else did you enjoy about today? I mean, about the episodes today, man.
Man, I like how they touched on the Pacers, man, and Reggie Miller, bro, because, you know what I'm saying, I remember watching those games and to show that tenacity, man, and to show that, like, Reggie Miller was something really hard to deal with, you know what I'm saying? From that was crazy. The Steve Kerr part was pretty dope. You know what I'm saying?
About his dad and everything. I didn't know nothing about that. Shout out to Jason Jones for tweeting something out saying that's the reason why he speaks out so strongly on political and gun violence and everything.
No, for sure. Yeah, I knew nothing about that, so I'm glad they touched on that, man. That means, that was definitely some good information to share outside of basketball and, kind of go deeper. We storytellers, man, so anytime we can hear, like, a story like that, man, it's pretty cool.
Speaking of storytelling, man, so for everybody who's just joining in, this is Kurtis. I didn't know that was your first name, by the way.
Yeah.
We know each other for a whole year. This is Kurtis KG Graham, founder and CEO of COSIGN Mag. For those who don't really know what COSIGN Mag is, just kind of tell them about your business and why you're an entrepreneur and what you guys do over at COSIGN.
Yeah, man. So COSIGN's a media platform, magazine. We have podcasts and app. We try to do is tell stories from entrepreneurs, athletes, and creators that we co-sign, kind of put their stories in the forefront, let them know why we support them so others could co-sign them as well, man. We really try to get deep in those stories.
Right.
Like ESPN, that we released a couple documentaries kind of figuring out, like, why people do what they do, bro. So it's always amazing to see stories like this. But outside of that, man, we host events, try to bring the community together, support other entrepreneurs and creators, man. That's why, anytime you reach out and ask me to do something, bro, it's love. We worked a lot together on Toast for Charity, bro.
Yeah.
So, like, do for the community, bro, and it's for other entrepreneurs, man. That's what we do, man. Toast.
Man, definitely. Shout out to Lamar and the whole Toast for Charity crew out here in Dallas, man. They do some great stuff for the community out here. So, this is a really question I was really thinking about today, man. Like, just describe the cultural impact of, just MJ and just his entire thing on just like culture, fashion, sneakers, just throughout the entire world. Because I know you about to go on this one.
Man, he changed the game, bro. I remember it's crazy when in the world of sports, to see other athletes, you know what I'm saying, really put Jordan on the pedestal is cool. But when he gets to the point that it's a global thing, and you see Martin wearing it on shows, Fresh Prince, you know what I'm saying, they're wearing it. Seinfeld, like when you see these other
Seinfeld, right?
side of basketball,
Right.
how you know it's like a global cultural icon. You get what I'm saying? Like wearing a pair of Jordans was like a sign of eliteness. You know what I'm saying? Like I remember, like if you had on Jordans at school, like everybody like, yo, he got the new J's, he got the new J's. You know what I'm saying? You can't really name many other shoes that had that respect to them.
Not a lot, bro. Maybe what would you say? Maybe LeBron's. Maybe not even. But maybe he might be in the ballpark.
Probably like Yeezys. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
LeBron, don't get it twisted. LeBron's the GOAT as well, but like Jordan has that whole marketing, sports, fashion sewed up. You know what I'm saying? There has never been one like that. I mean, he's the first. He's like the epitome of like when you really think about sports marketing and global icon. Like, bro, like there's nobody. I think they said in a documentary before Jordan, the NBA was in 80 countries. You know what I'm saying? During the Jordan era, it expanded to over 200 countries.
Wow.
Like, bro, that's off of one person.
One person.
Changed the game of basketball, fashion. Like, bro, he changed the culture. You know what I'm saying?
Changed everything, bro. And I know just kind of based off of just knowing each other, I know you grew up as an Army brat, so you bounced around a lot. So what was it like, you know, kind of being, like, not necessarily in Chicago, but all the different regions of the country? Like, were you a Bulls fan at all?
Yeah. I had to be a Bulls fan. My dad was a huge Jordans fan, man.
Right.
And, moved around a lot. We didn't get a lot of time together.
Right.
So he was into. I had the time with him. Like I was into it. You know. What I'm saying? I remember like watching basketball with him. I remember, man, him coaching my basketball team and buying me. I was really young. It was like the Olympic USA sevens.
Sevens, dog. I was telling my man Kevin last week, man. I want them sevens so bad, bro.
Man.
I'm sorry, CJ. I was telling CJ I wanted those sevens so bad, bro.
Man, I had them. I had the picture when I was wearing them, bro, and I'm like, damn, like so. I was on Jordan for a while, not even really knowing that my dad put me on. So it got to the point that was our thing. Like anytime I played basketball, he would give me some new Jordans. You know? So, man, it's just crazy, bro. Like no matter where I went to, like I remember I was in Fort Sam Houston, San Antonio, Fort Paso, Fort Hood, and Killeen, bro. Like, anytime I play basketball, he's gonna give me some new Jordan.
So you had the J's on deck when you was growing up then.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that was one thing I can't say that he did for me, man. Was always kept me some J's, bro.
Man, speaking of J's, man, can you just talk to me about the evolution of the mics from the ones, the OG ones, to the Russell Westbrook ones that's out right now? You know what I mean? It's a ton of them out right now.
Yeah, man, bro. There's so many Jordans out, man. But I think what's crazy is like, man, when he was playing, bro, like each Jordan that came out after, it just got bigger and bigger and bigger. Like as he grew, the brand grew and the notoriety grew. So people had to get them. Right. What I would say though is during that time frame, I remember when they branched off and they had the team Jordans, right?
Yeah, I had the Jumpmans. I had them joints. Yeah,
so
I had them joints.
That era, it was cool. You could get away with wearing Jumpmans as a team Jordans.
Yeah.
But now,
nah, you can't fool with the team J's. Nah.
Yeah,
hey, shout out to Eddie Jones. Eddie Jones had a pair I used to rock a lot. Like I think when 97, 98, around that time. Shout out to my auntie Sabrina Allen. She used to cop me J's like all the time, bro. Like that would be her gift to us every year.
Nah, for sure.
She got me a pair of them team Jordans, bro.
Yeah, nah, man. I had a couple team Jordans back in the day. I remember 6th grade, bro. 6th grade, I hit a growth spurt, bro, and I was the best player on my 6th grade team. My dad, so probably one game, I had like 27. And we scored only 32 points.
No, you was balling.
Yeah, my dad took me straight from the game.
Yes,
which is a shopping place, bro, and said, bro, pick out whatever Jordans you want. And like it just inspired me, motivated me to go harder and play harder. Because I'm like, man, if I'm gonna be rewarded like that, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna give it up my all, man. But yeah, man. But the evolution of the Jordans, bro, it's been crazy. I even like now, like retros, like everybody like the nostalgic. So you know what I'm saying, when you go back, like I probably brought like some pair of Jordans like multiple times already.
Yeah, I'm gonna get into that next. I'm gonna ask you about that next.
certain Jordans I have to get when they come out. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So like especially any 11s, 12s, like or 4s, like I'm on all the time.
Right.
You know, so
Man.
those are just numbers. 13s too as well.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of 11s, bro, I don't know if you saw. I posted that video. Remember we went to DTLR last year.
Yeah,
I posted that on my story today, and I know we had a conversation. We were just kind of talking about Jay's getting ready for the sneaker ball for Toast for Charity last year.
No,
You said them concourses like your favorite, man. You said you got an everyday one. You just keep one stashed away
bro,
just in case, bro.
bro, these is my favorite. Like, there's no other people's favorite Jordans are the OG ones. Like, I respect the ones, bro, but like, I gotta keep these with
Woo! I'm
all,
trying to bro.
those is my all-time favorites, man. They're classic, bro. Like, I think of Jordans in a couple different ways, right?
Mm-hmm.
Silhouettes,
Mm-hmm.
and as far as like, how can I wear them on everyday level? You get what I'm saying? Like joggers, I can wear those with jeans. I can wear those with shorts.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
It's an all-purpose joint.
Yeah, all purpose. You know what I'm saying? All purpose. And with the simple colorway, black and white, bro, you just can't go wrong with it.
Yeah, you can finesse that with anything, man.
Anything, bro. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, man.
Bro, so since you're in the marketing world, for those who don't know, this is KG, founder and CEO of COSIGN Magazine out here in Dallas.
Yeah.
For you being in the marketing and the digital media field, man, like, what do you think? I mean, you kind of touched on this a little bit earlier, but I just want you to know, like, what do you think about, Jordan and the evolution of sneakers and everything? How do you think sports marketing would be different now if it wasn't for him? Because he pretty much set the trend for everything.
Yeah, he did. I think the world would have figured it out, but I think the way it happened with Jordan is like he stated it. You know what I'm saying? Like immediately, like when you have somebody who has like that championship DNA embedded, and you have a way to basically tell that same story without him having to talk like through a brand.
Yeah.
Like, be like Mike. Everybody want to be like Mike. Like, bro, like
that's so simple.
It's so simple, bro.
But
it was everybody did. You know what I'm saying? Like how many times? Even matter of fact, in the last game, that last shot. I don't know. Everybody I know played basketball emulated that cross.
That follow through everything. Oh, he pushed off that boom, pulled up on him. Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like, bro, he changed the game like forever. Like, you know what I'm saying? Even catapulted the game for Nike. You know what I'm saying? Then the whole air marketing, with his own logo, like this, it's just classic, bro. Like, I don't think nobody will ever be able to do it on that level. You know what I'm saying? That could be wrong, but I'm saying
no. He set the standard. Like the bar is way too high because nobody ever did it like that. The closest who did it close to him was Bird and Magic, but because Converse, they were kind of old school. Right. Nike was new, so they didn't really have like a distinguished plan. They could just kind of do whatever they want, and then once they found fire, they took it and they ran with it.
Yeah. Now I feel you, man. I know your man said he'll never be in there like MJ. And I agree, man. I was thinking like one day it would kind of be cool for like, how LeBron to kind of like branch off and have his own sub, like, of Nike, like Jordan had, right?
Yeah.
And LeBron starts signing athletes. I would want to know what that would look like.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like Team LeBron. Ooh. Yeah. Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, I think that'd be dope for Nike. You know what I'm saying? I think he has that lifetime deal, so that might be something. But I don't think there will never be one like as far as sports marketing. What they did with Jordan, bro, it was like one of those iconic moments that I don't think will ever repeat itself. You know what I'm saying? Like major, bro.
It's so wild, man. Because I'm 32, so when '98 ended, I was 10 years old, but I vividly remember so many things about me being at home, and my parents gonna talk about this once you hop off. But I vividly remember everything, like that game against Utah, that game 6, the last one. That was a Sunday night. I vividly remember watching that game. Like we was out of school and everything. I remember watching it. I stayed up late. I went crazy. I had my champion Jordan shirt on. Everything went crazy when he knocked that thing down, man. So yeah, definitely, man. I don't think it's going to be another person like him in terms of what he did. Not only on the court, because you can compare a lot of the stuff what he did. I mean, what Kobe and LeBron did. I mean, that's a whole other conversation. But in terms of what he did off the court, I mean, they're making a Space Jam 2 because Jordan made Space Jam 1 and the popularity that it generated back then.
Nah, for sure, man. Like, bro, icon, bro. And I think another thing about Jordan, people learn, like, so now without social media, people learn so much just from watching him play.
Right.
Like, that can never be replaced. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then with this documentary release, bro, like the way he played, the passion, the love he had for the game.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? We all want to be a champion like that of some level. Like, not even if you're in sport, like if you're in sports, you know what I'm saying? Have that championship DNA in yourself, entrepreneurship, your business.
Right.
You want to have that within you, bro. So, like, I think we all get that from him. Like, he's a winner.
Right.
You know what I'm
saying? 100% winner, bro. 100%, bro.
Like, ahead of his time.
100% ahead of his time, bro. Hey, KG, man, I got one more question for you, man. Just give yourself a plug and COSIGN Mag and all that good stuff, man. And I know y'all got multiple channels, especially that sneaker page, man. Go and tell them about that, all that.
Yeah, man, for sure, man. Anybody tuning in, please follow COSIGN Mag and our subsidiary, COSIGN Kicks. My guy Tariq has been running that for a while now, man. So anything you're related to sneakers, sneaker culture, man, COSIGN Kicks is a great platform to follow. It's all about kicks we co-sign, nostalgic moments when it comes to bro. So, like, it's really a good page to follow, especially, follow this whole Last Dance documentary. He's been keeping it up with their page too, man. So definitely check it out. And only one last thing I want to add too, man. I know my Conqueror levels is my favorite. I want to talk about these Cherry 12s, man.
Hey, bro, we right here. We right here. We right here.
So the significance for these, man, is for me. So I got a 12-year-old daughter, right?
Yeah.
These were. I remember when my daughter wasn't here and my daughter's mom was pregnant.
Yeah.
Wait to have a kid. We're gonna be rocking the same pair of shoes. These first J's we had as twins. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
I'm gonna forever keep these. I don't even wear these anymore. I just keep these up, and I got her little baby shoes. These are shoes that I got to rock. You know what I'm saying, with my baby, man.
Man, these ones I got them actually about 10 years ago to the day because I bought them for my graduation present for myself.
Okay.
I graduated from college, so I always kept because I had them when they dropped in like 96.
Yeah.
95, 96. So yeah, I told myself I was gonna get a pair whatever they came back out. So I grabbed them. They not in the best shape, but I still got them. But whenever they drop again,
oh yeah, gotta get them.
Got them things again, bro. AKG, man, appreciate you hopping on, man. Appreciate you, bro.
You, bro, you take it easy, man.
Yes, sir. All right. All right, y'all. That was my man KG, CEO and founder of COSIGN Magazine out here in Dallas. Make y'all go follow him. So I saved the best for last, man. I'm gonna give y'all a little insight to what the Bullock household was like during the Bulls days and the Dynasty days and everything. So I'm about to add my mom right now. My pops ain't got no Instagram, so he old school. Let me see. Get moms on here. Hey, what's up, y'all?
Hey,
Benjamin. How you doing, man?
Y'all calling about my whole name on my Instagram?
Benjamin Ellis Bullock. Hello there, our favorite oldest son.
Hey, mama, what's up? What's going on? What's up, pops?
What's going on, Benny?
Not much. What y'all think of the Last Dance tonight?
It was awesome.
It was awesome.
Awesome.
Dad, what you think?
Let me say, first of all, how proud we are of you.
Of course.
And how you are an emerging businessman, outstanding father and husband.
Thank you.
And we are just delighted that you're doing this, and the best is yet to come. Tonight was phenomenal. The whole series was awesome, particularly the behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Most of the games, as you know, sitting with me on the couch with your brother, we saw all those games.
Right.
And we were at some of those games.
Yeah, we'll get into that later.
But the behind the scenes, camaraderie, the mental aspect of the game, I think was most enlightening for those who don't know basketball or sports. I think they were deeply surprised.
Right. And Mom, I know you thought I know you definitely enjoyed it, even though you're a big Kobe fan. You really didn't like Jordan that much from what I remember, Mom.
I respected him because of his game, and he was the best player in the world to me. I just wasn't a fan because I really wasn't into the basketball to the NBA like you guys were. It was just a bit much for me. But I do have some memorable moments with all of y'all. going to United Center, and y'all going crazy over stuff. Everything was Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
Jerseys you had to have, and shoes you had to have.
Oh, see, remember this poster, Ma?
Yes, I remember that poster. Then you had another one. I think they looked like all babies, and they were showing.
Oh yeah. I got the drink.
You got that somewhere?
Yeah, I still got that in my room. I had that. I didn't hang that up this time, but they definitely still in my room. They not good.
Okay. Yeah, that was my favorite one. I think it was Michael, Magic, Barkley, and somebody else.
Right. So, Mom, I know Mom and Dad, y'all kind of touched on this a little bit, but what was it like, for our household with Dan, who's watching right now and everything? What was it like, just for us to kind of watch games and everything from the couch, and then obviously when we moved to Chicago and everything, what was that like for us?
Well, first of all, hello, Daniel Bullock. To answer your question, it was family time.
Right.
And you guys were busy in school. I was busy in ministry. But when the games came on, the world shut down.
Right.
And Mom was usually
off somewhere. Because it was Friday night. Friday night.
Right. She'd gone somewhere, probably to the mall.
Yeah, definitely to the mall.
And we watched the game and just going crazy as basketball fans. But for me, it was a great time to spend with you and your brother.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And see that you all developed an appetite for sports.
Oh yeah.
And I think that's where y'all learn how to talk trash.
Definitely learn how to talk trash. Definitely.
Oh,
definitely every particular time. Yeah.
And
absolutely.
you and your brother probably got into a few fights. I know screaming matches about the game.
Yeah, definitely. I know because I remember we was at our first house, and we used to play. Me and Dan used to play inside. Remember the little toy hoop in the upstairs living room? Me and Dan used to play that every Friday night. I know me and Dan used to get into it, and you would have to tighten us up a little bit just to keep
just to
keep it PG. So let me get this straight. So in 1998, we were living in Delaware, but 97, 98, Dad, you got called to one of the most historic churches in Chicago, Progressive Baptist Church. And I was extremely excited about that, mainly because we were going to Chicago. That means we get to go to Bulls games on the regular. But when you got to church, Jordan had just retired, and I was like really mad about that. I was like, oh man. But we ended up going to Progressive. But just for those who don't know where Progressive is located, Progressive Baptist Church is located right off the Dan Ryan on 36 in Wentworth. And we actually share land with the Chicago White Sox. And for those who don't remember, Jerry Reinsdorf, the owner of the Chicago Bulls, actually owns the Chicago White Sox. So, Dad, like when you got the church, was that one of like a definitely deciding factor why you wanted to go there, or that was just an extra incentive?
Well, that was an extra incentive. I was first of all excited about going to the Progressive Church of Chicago. Secondly, I knew it was a great sports town.
Right.
The Cubs, the Sox, the Blackhawks, the Bulls, and the Bears, and a great church town.
Right.
So I was over the top about the possibilities of doing ministry there, but also all of the sports opportunities because you guys were sports guys. So
absolutely,
the White Sox shared our parking lot on game days.
Right.
They used our parking lot, so literally it was right next door to Progressive Baptist Church.
Right. So what was that first conversation like with Jerry Reinsdorf?
Well, I met him first at either a White Sox game or a Bulls game. I don't recall. Jerry, as it was depicted in the documentary, was a regular guy. He didn't dress as if he was an owner or a successful guy. He was a regular kind of Chicago guy.
Right.
He was respectful. He and I had a conversation about a potential business deal. And he came in unannounced. I was in my office.
Just walked in.
He just walked in. You can do that when you have power.
Right.
And he wasn't on my calendar.
Right.
My secretary buzzed me, Ben, and she said, Pastor Jerry Reinsdorf is here to see you.
Right.
I said, well, send him in. So he came in. He said, Reverend, how you doing? We had a great conversation.
Right.
About a potential business deal with the White Sox and the city of Chicago.
Right.
He had talked to Mayor Daley, who was a friend of mine.
Right.
And we struck it off from there.
Mm.
And he started inviting us to the games.
We'll give you a wish list. We gave you a wish list.
Yes, sir.
For the White Sox and the
White Sox. He said, Reverend, you can sit behind the third base line in the fifth row or something. And I did. Sometimes I just walk out of my office with my credentials and go right to my seat.
See, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, but the Bulls games that I had to take y'all to and Mama would go.
Yeah.
It was first class from the time we pulled up into the VIP parking lot.
Box seats,
seats and all of that. It was just a phenomenal thing.
Yeah.
He was a good guy. He was a good guy and a shrewd businessman. And he did a lot in the community on the south side of Chicago and throughout Chicago.
That's good stuff, Dad. Hey, Mom, so I don't know if you remember, so when we moved to Chicago, you actually took me to my first Bulls game.
I did.
You did. It was just me and you. Dan didn't go. I don't know what, but Dad was doing.
Who were they playing?
Oh, I don't even remember. I don't even remember.
Was it the Lakers?
Nah. This was during the lockout year. This was somebody random. I can't even remember who they played.
Okay.
But you definitely took me. And I remember we was driving to the United Center. You thought the United Center was out there in Rockford, or not Rockford, but out there in Schaumburg. Come to find out, we was on the west side. So this is before obviously GPS and everything. And
I used MapQuest and print off the
directions. You didn't use that. You had the laminated map that you used to keep on your door panel.
Oh my goodness.
That's what you used to use. So shout out to Mom for taking me to my first Bulls game. I remember when I walked into the United Center, I pretty much cried.
You were crazy. You were crazy. You couldn't believe it.
Couldn't believe it. So shout out to you, Mom, for taking me to my first Bulls game. And then, Mom, I want you to tell my listeners about that one Christmas that I got those Jordans that I so bad.
Oh Lord, do you still have the box?
Nah, they broke when I was moving to one of my many cities. It's gone. But when they come back out, I'm gonna get them again though.
Okay, so this is how we did Christmas as the boys got older. I had them write up a list of what they wanted.
Right.
And I told them I was going to stand in one line. So whatever you wanted, I had to be able to get from one store. Right. I was not going to run all over the entire creation getting y'all's Christmas gifts.
Right.
So I saw your list, and when I saw the price of those shoes.
$200, y'all. For those who don't remember, them 17s dropped. $200.
I said, well, I'm not going to say what I said, but.
Oh my.
Shoes for $200. This must be crazy.
Yeah.
And so he just knew I wasn't going to get them. I said, no, Ben, I saw that list. I'm not giving you $200 shoes. You can forget that. I'll get you some $50 shoes, but I'm not getting no $200 shoes.
Right.
So what we did, we threw all the gifts in a garbage-like gift bag.
Right. I remember the little garbage.
We tied the thing. We said to Ben for Mom and Dad and to Dan for Mom and Dad, because we didn't believe that we should tell y'all that some big fat man in a red suit with a white beard was buying all those gifts. We wanted you to know we work hard to.
But I was in high school by then. I knew there wasn't no Santa.
Well, I'm just saying. Yeah, you never thought it was Santa Claus.
No, I don't really remember that.
It was Mom and Dad.
Yeah.
So I think we put the shoes in the bottom of the bag, right?
Yeah.
You had all your stuff on top, all
PlayStation games and all that.
Things. What was it?
It's like PlayStation games.
Yeah,
really, all I really wanted was games and the shoes, and then you throw in like some drawers, tank tops, socks, and all that stuff.
T-shirt and underwear. Always get T-shirts and underwear for Christmas.
Yeah.
To this day, you still get T-shirts and underwear.
Yeah.
So, and I had my video camera.
Yeah.
But I was gonna send you that feed, but you told me never mind.
Well, you can still send. I'll post it.
You'll post it? Okay.
I'll post it.
So I had my video camera out, and you were going through the back, all mad. Oh, you get no shoes and stuff. And I just stood there. I said, I told you I wasn't gonna get you no shoes. You can forget that. And then all of a sudden, Your eyes lit up.
Yep, that big red and gray box. Yep.
Yes, you saw. Oh my God! Oh my God! It's the 17! It's the 17! Oh no! Oh no! You pulled it out of the bag. You start crying. Oh my! Oh my! 17! It's the 17! And I just said, "Oh my goodness!" That's what we live for Christmas time. To see that kind of reaction on your faces because you all were such good kids.
Yeah.
And we
Well,
had to
we
bless
tried.
you accordingly.
We tried. We tried.
Mm-hmm.
We tried. And then this is gonna be my one of my last comments. Like, quiet as kept, we lived in the same neighborhood as Randy Brown.
Yes, we did.
And Antoine Walker.
And Antoine Walker. Shout out to the Walkers who probably listen to
R. Kelly.
R. Kelly was around the corner in Mangay. Well, same town.
Yeah.
Same town. Yeah, so we lived in that area. I know me, Dan, Darius Walker, Jarvis, pretty much all the kids in the neighborhood used to go to
Justin and Janelle. Remember that?
Yeah, I forgot them. Yep, and used to go to around the corner at Randy Brown's crib and hoop at his spot. You know, that was pretty cool. So for those who don't know, this is my mom and dad. You know, I'm a good blend between the both of them. They on crunch time right now as we wrap up this last dance. Mom and dad, I just want to thank y'all for hopping on with me. You guys have been a blessing to me. As y'all know, y'all raised a great son. I'm so thankful for y'all.
Amen, Benny.
Yes, and we are so looking forward to seeing you again real soon. You, Anya, and our granddaughter. We need y'all to come up.
Hey, Ben, let me say this before we close about MJ.
Yes, sir.
Out of everything that's been said, this is my humble opinion.
Mm-hmm.
He mastered his craft.
Absolutely.
He mastered his craft.
Anya said hello. She just said something.
Hey, Anya.
Hey, Anya. Where's my grandbaby?
She upstairs.
He mastered his craft.
We love you too.
Like you gonna master your craft.
Yeah.
I especially like how the very end when he got up, he had his cigar, and it was his version of Kobe dropping the mic.
Yeah, at the end when he dropped 60.
He left everything out there.
Mm-hmm.
He did all he could do. I didn't know he had that much pressure on him. I mean, he was carrying the weight of a whole lot of folks.
Absolutely.
On and off the court.
Right.
The story about his security guard, Gus, that was touching. That was a tearjerker for me.
Yeah.
And all of the of course, you know, with his father passing and how Gus stepped in to be the father to take his place. That was really touching. The ESPN did an excellent job. The producers did an excellent job on the show. And it's definitely one for the history books, I would say. But we thoroughly enjoyed it. MJ, you know, I did, believe it or not, I had 2 pairs of Jordans. The slides, yeah.
Oh, yeah, some slides.
I had the black
hey,
ones
Mom,
and the white
you got a nice shoe game, like sneaker game on the low.
Don't tell nobody.
Well, I just told the world. Look what we got.
Bella?
There she is. There's our granddaughter.
Hey, Bella.
Hey, Papa Doc, Mama Doc, you see her? Looking at these
great like Daddy and watch games.
Yep. She knows she likes sports in the games with me. So, hey, Dad.
Oh, Ben, we forgot to mention that. What was that year the Bulls lost? We were in Delaware at our other house. The Bulls lost, and you were so emotional. You cried the whole day, whole evening because they lost.
They probably lost to the. They probably lost to the Knicks. I want to say probably the Knicks, because Uncle Ron talks about it a lot.
Yeah.
They probably lost to the Knicks, and I was mad. Yeah, it was definitely the Knicks, because they didn't lose too much when I was younger. So it's definitely probably the Knicks, probably like 94 or something like that. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, like 93, 94, around there.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying. Hey, Dad.
Well, we are so proud of you. We are so proud of you and all of your knowledge that you have acquired over the years and how you're using that to advance in your career. We're just so proud.
Thank you, Mama. Appreciate you. Hey, Dad. I just want to give you a plug real quick. You were a pretty good basketball player back in the day. And I know you saw Antoine Carr there for the Jazz tonight.
Yeah. Yeah. I was raised in Wichita, Kansas. Spent my summers in Arkansas, as you know.
Yeah.
3-time state champion in
Talk
Wichita,
to him, Dad.
Kansas.
Talk to him. Let him know.
All-city, all-state point guard. Played college ball.
Yep.
You are a baller.
Played college ball.
Where'd you play at, Dad?
Dodge City Community College and University of Alaska Anchorage.
Mm-hmm.
And when I finished my career, I had a pro contract to play in Europe, but I was already preaching by then.
Right.
So I chose the ministry.
Right.
But in Wichita, several guys came out of Wichita that went to the NBA.
Right.
Antoine Carr.
Xavier McDaniel.
Xavier McDaniel used to eat at my house. Love my mother's chicken. Cliff Livingston. He's from California, but he played at Wichita State.
And Barry Sanders. Don't forget Barry. Don't forget Barry.
Greg Dreiling. Ricky Ross. And Barry Sanders. We all grew up in the same church.
Yeah.
So Wichita, even to this day, great athletes.
Right.
So I think I passed that love of sports on to you and your brother. Let me say this before we get off. You and Dan taught me OC.
That's Chicago term.
OC, when we used to watch the Bulls, and I would get excited and get mad about who something was going to referee or something. And one night, y'all said, Dad, you OC. I never heard that before. I'm like, what is OC? He said, Dad, you are out of control.
You're out of control. Right. Great,
so
Dad. Hey, Mom and Dad, thank y'all so much for hopping on. I'm going to say one more thing. So, my dad, this is how good of a basketball player my dad was. I brag about this story all the time. So, when he was a JUCO player at Dodge City in Kansas, he took a visit and committed verbally to Southern University, okay, down there in Baton Rouge. So he committed everything. He was going to marry himself with Southern Belle and all that kind of stuff. So he ended up taking his visit out to Alaska Anchorage, home of the Great Alaska Shootout for all my hoop heads out there. So he fell in love with Anchorage, loved it, and he decided, I'm going to switch. He flipped and went to Anchorage. So guess who took my dad's scholarship at Southern? Avery Johnson, who played for the Spurs, coached for the Mavs, won a championship with the Spurs and all that. So that's just how great I just wanted to brag with my pops real quick. How great my basketball player was. And then, of course, he met my mom up there while he was in Alaska.
The check's in the mail.
Cash out.
Oh, yeah.
Cash out. Thank y'all. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all.
All right. Love you,
Talk to you soon.
Bye,
Bella.
Bye. Say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, y'all. That's a wrap for Crunch Time. Obviously, had to end it with my mom and dad hopping on, man. I love those two so much, man. They did a lot of things for me, man. As y'all know, I'm just blessed to have them in my life. Just want to thank y'all for hopping on with me tonight and the previous episodes of Crunch Time, man. It's been great. I want to give a huge shout out to, I know she's watching right now, Andrea Wheeler. She helped me. She did all the branding in terms with the graphic design, especially this last one. You know what I mean? Hey, Dan. All right, I'm going to add you, Dan. So shout out to Andrea Wheeler. All the support. Shout out to my wife while she held down everything with the baby and all that. Just want to, hey, Troy, what's up, man? So I'm going to add my brother real quick just to end this thing right since he wanted to chime in. I'm about to be like Teddy Riley and Nelly out here, man. Hey, Dan is not letting me join. Let me join. Yeah, Dan, I don't know why I can't join you, bro. Yeah, so Dan, let's just go live another time, bro. Let me try you again, man. If not, then I guess we're done, bro. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Let me see. Yeah, Dan, it's definitely not happening, bro. All right, we finally got it. He had me looking like Nelly out here, man. Shoot, and Teddy Riley, boy. What's up, Big Frank? What's up, Vince?
Yo.
Hey, why we got the same swag right now, boy?
Hey, man, it's rough out here under these lids.
What's good, boy? What's up,
man? Good show, man. I watched the whole thing. Pargo, your man with the sneaker and apparel game, Miles and Pops, is pretty classic stuff, man.
Mm-hmm. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it, man. You got a little one right here.
I see.
Man, no, I want to thank you for being like the plug between me and Jeremy, man. That was great, man. I know you did the thing out there in Israel with Jeremy and the whole Tel Aviv squad that was out there, man. So big ups to that, and you know you're doing your thing with your chef, and man, you're gonna get to work on Bull Young Bourbon that's gonna drop here real soon, and everything. So yeah, hey Dan, I want you to just give the listeners just a real quick viewpoint of what our life was like, you know, playing basketball and watching Jordan and all that.
Well, till this day, I'm always known as Ben's little brother.
Right.
Till this day, I'll be 30 in July.
Woo! You're gonna be 30.
Yeah. So growing up, it was always, oh, that's Ben, little brother. Yeah, pick him up. Oh, that's Ben, little brother. He can run with us. So
yeah.
You know, you kind of laid the groundwork for me when I was big enough, strong enough to play.
Yeah.
They was like, yo, that's Ben, little brother. So Ben nice. He gotta be nice, so let's just pick him up, and that was just
we'll talk about that Brandywine story here in a little bit.
So, yeah, man, it's just it's competitive, man. He brought the best out of me. Us being 2 years apart, you know, we just went at it. And, you know, typical sibling rivalries and stuff. Nothing too crazy, but it was definitely, you know, playing against you every day definitely helped me playing against people in my age bracket, and it was night and day. So.
Yep, and then we was in the trails. All them legendary.
Oh yeah, man!
It was me. Shout out to Darius Walker, Jarvis Walker, Tobias, Tawana, Kenosha, Antoine, Miss Diane, all that, man. So me and Dan, who that? Come on, Quentin, bro, chill out, man. So me and you, man, we used to go at it. Then we used to play on 2-on-2 against them, and you know and I was telling Mom that we used to hoop at Randy Brown crib, dog.
Yeah, with Justin. Yeah.
I forgot about Justin, bro.
Yeah, some legends. Yeah, we used to hoop from sun up to sundown, just like
all day.
We got the gorilla rim. Going over there.
No, if you got the gorilla rim, you got some bread, bro. Shout out to those who know about that gorilla rim.
Yeah, if you had the gorilla with the crank.
Yeah, the crank joint, or you got the push-up joint. The push-up joint.
Yeah.
Hey, what I remember we got our rim at 3208, and then me and you used to go at, and what actually was pretty dope, man. Now I'm thinking about it. Me and you used to hoop, and Dad used to be out there on the side just watching. You know, sitting in this chair just chilling.
Yeah. That was good times, man. I lost majority of the times I won, but I probably got one too.
I admit, bro, you were a better shooter than me, bro. Easily. Well, you had to because you were shorter. But me, my.
Well, that's all. Like how I describe it is, like you're the most athletic in the family. I think I'm the best shooter. Pops is the best ball handler.
Yeah.
So like, if we had everybody, maybe, right? So maybe Lil Dan, he'll have all of our skill sets. Like you're athletic, my shooting touch, Pops ball handling.
Hey Dan, I got 90 seconds before this thing goes off because you
go ahead.
About an hour. All right, no, just tell that Brandywine story like real quick before we get off.
Oh, so we moved to Delaware Ben's junior year, my freshman year in high school.
30 seconds.
He played football. Trying to block a punt or do something.
I messed my knee up. Right.
He tore his meniscus, so he wasn't able to try out.
Right.
Come basketball season. But I was. So if y'all familiar with this drill, it's called King of the Hill. You get 1 or 2 dribbles or less to take your shot. I ran through the entire tryout scoring, 1, 2 dribble pull-ups, this and that. And
30 seconds, Dan. 30 seconds.
So basically, later that day, the varsity coach found me, was like, yo, you got a brother too, right? I heard you did good in the tryout. And my brother made varsity without ever trying out, with a torn meniscus, because I got busy that day. So, yeah, you got that one.
Bro, hey, that's the greatest story of all time. I didn't even have to try out, man. And that's when we had transition from different schools, so I really didn't know anything. So, hey, shout out to Najee or whatever.
Hey, what up, Najee?
Yeah, so, hey, Dan, appreciate you hopping on with me, man. We'll wrap you up later, all right?
All right.
Yeah. All right, y'all. I got like 20 seconds left before this thing goes dead, so I just want to thank y'all for tuning in to Crunch Time these past few weeks and everything. I just want to love y'all and thank y'all. Let me know if y'all got any feedback, and we'll touch base later. I'm going to bring this thing back. Y'all be good, man. Y'all stay easy and be blessed.